Welcome back. So in this video, I'm going to be giving a quick introduction to SEO. So we've finally gotten to that part in the course. It's been a while, but we are finally going to introduce it. So for the rest of this section, we are going to be completely covering SEO, everything to do with it, setting it up, and we're also going to be talking about some SEO fundamentals. So before we move on, I want to give an introduction to how searching works. So probably you just go on Google, type in a few words, and boom, you have results in front of your eyes. But behind the scenes, there's a lot going on that you may not know about. So what I'm going to do in this video is try to explain at my best to try to explain how this actually works and what goes on behind the scenes. So when you go to a search engine, you're usually going to type in some words, and what you do is you click search. Now what happens is these search engines go into the back end and then they use certain algorithms to filter out results that match your key needs. What happens is they're ranked based on how much relevance they are. We're going to get back to the relevance and ranking in a second, and then displays them on a page. So again, these programs, this software that does these things for you, are known as search engines. So this is things like Google, Bing, Yahoo Search, Ask.com. There's all sorts of them. But let's talk about how the algorithms work. So I'm not going to get into all the technical stuff and the details. You just need to know what goes on the surface. So these algorithms, they don't rank and base them individually. They look at the connections between each other and rank them based on that. So pretty much, this is how Google works anyways, but a lot of other search engines have adopted this form. So Google uses an algorithm called PageRank. So pretty much, I'm not going to get into the technical details, but what it does is it looks at its internal links, keyword matches, and a lot of other factors, which we're going to be talking about throughout SEO and this section to see how we can apply these factors. And then they rank them based on what those factors are and how prevalent they are. So what is SEO in that case? So SEO, it stands for search engine optimization. So this is pretty much the process of looking at the algorithms and then changing and optimizing your site for your site to be ranked higher on the scale. So some of the frontiers of the SEO scene and a lot of developers these days are looking at those algorithms in more depth. They look at the spots where the factors and things can be improved and then look at the main things that need to be improved. And fortunately for us, there's a lot of WordPress plugins that take care of all the hard work. We just put in a few buttons and it does everything for us. So we're going to be using that. And again, if you really want to get into the detailed parts of SEO, all the math and technical stuff behind it, go ahead and take a very advanced course, but you really don't need that for SEO. All you need is a good plugin and an understanding of what you need. So, your keyword optimization, your snippets. Again, we'll talk about all of this later, so you don't need to know what any of this is. But that's pretty much what SEO is. So there's a lot of benefits of SEO. One of them, and probably the most important one, is higher results. And it's a proven fact that people will click on the number one substantially more than number two. It doesn't matter if the quality is better, the content is better, they will always click on the first one. And this is pretty prevalent in a lot of search engines. The websites that come up first usually get 70 to 80% of all the page visits. No one will look for something else unless the first one isn't what they're looking for. So you're going to get higher results on your page. And in that case, when you do get higher results, you're going to end up getting more user engagement. So on top of that, if you're running some sort of e-commerce website, like we did with the online clothing shop earlier in this in this course, then it will increase your income, because if there's more users, there's a higher chance of click-through rate to the checkout page, which means there's a higher chance of the users buying their products, which is going to get you more income. So all of this is talking about websites that you own, but let's talk about the side when you're working for someone or as a developer. SEO is a highly, highly requested skill, and people are looking for SEO experts every single day because it's such in demand. As more of content moves online, it becomes an increasingly demanded job. So knowing SEO and being an SEO expert can, if you're looking for a developer job, can increase your chances of getting hired as a developer. And if you're working as a freelancer, and tell them, oh yeah, I have SEO, I can get your website to the #1 position, they'll put you over a lot of other employees or freelancers or anyone who's looking to develop the site. So those are just a few of the many, many benefits of SEO. So enough talking about what SEO is. I'm sure you have a good enough understanding. In the next few videos, we're going to be going over all of the factors. So we talked about all of those factors, but we're actually going to be talking about what they do and how they work, so that when we go to optimize our site in the next or last few lectures, we can actually learn and see what we need to optimize for our page to get to the top results. All right, let's move on.